forever changed the Revolutionary War. You know, we were winning from this day on. That's why we're celebrating 250 years of America. You know, instead of enjoying this, what could have been their last Christmas, they decided to sacrifice that last Christmas to celebrate. Well, the next Christmas is gonna be even better because we're gonna be in the United States. Yes, fuck this Christmas. We don't have any more Christmases after this. So they made that sacrifice, and that's exactly what we're doing. That's exactly what I'm doing. Celebrating that Revolutionary War spirit, that revolution spirit, that revolting spirit, that rebel. Friggin', there's a better way to live, man, because this is no way to die. Do not consider this be threatening or whatever the fuck else sick bastards do. But, I need to freaking go put something in them. Oh, man. What am I doing? Oh, did I? Am I off mute? Okay, cool. Happy Revolution Day Eve. 250 years ago. Great men. Yeah, they're all men. There were no women on the battlefield then. Right? Yeah, they sacrificed their Christmas. Because what's this Christmas if there's no next one? Where are we at here? I wish this thing would quit being a pain. Yeah, we're going to celebrate with George Bush. 9/11 was an inside job. Let's see. I don't know what the dude convinced me to buy that thing. Sucker born every minute, right? That's kind of importantly a minute. What's this about?
New details after 60 Minutes police under Victoria's El Salvador prison, where the Trump administration deported illegal Venezuelan migrants. CBS News reportedly omitted the White House response to the story. Madison Scarpino is live from West Palm Beach, Florida, digging into this for us. Madison.
Why not just do a drill?
Good morning, Molly. A CBS News editor-in-chief Barry Weiss said part of the reason the segment was pulled was because the story didn't advance the ball. She said it wasn't ready. And as mentioned, she noted the Trump administration refused to comment on the story. But the New York Times is reporting that the White House did eventually respond to CBS, saying in part, quote, 60 Minutes should spend their time and energy amplifying the stories of angel parents whose innocent American children have tragically been murdered by vicious illegal aliens that President Trump is removing from the country. Now, the last-minute decision not to air the segment created a lot of controversy, but it was mistakenly posted on a Canadian streaming app Monday. It was quickly taken down, but it's now all over the internet for people to make their own conclusions. The segment features correspondent Sharon Alfonsi interviewing migrants who were deported to El Salvador's Terrorism Confinement Center, or CCOT. Alfonsi said the men endured, quote, 4 months of hell, with the migrants describing the prison's disgusting living conditions and saying they endured torture and abuse. But last night, White House Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller said this is, quote, another pathetic 60 Minutes hatchet job.
You're trying to tell sob stories about trained Iraq gang members who drill holes in people's hands, who rape and murder little girls. Under President Trump, we are not going to let little girls get raped and murdered anymore. And every one of those producers at 60 Minutes engaged in this revolt, fire them. Clean house, fire them.
Yeah, because you don't want to have her.
The correspondent behind the story accused Barry Weiss of slashing the story due to political reasons, and she said that everything in the story was factually correct. Fox has reached out to both CBS and the White House about all this, and we're waiting to hear back. Molly, we'll see if it eventually makes air. Madison Scarpino, thank you.
I'm Steve Doocy. I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.
Trump taking calls from Santa. Oh, you fuckface. The FBI is on all my shit. That's why everything's being all slow. Part of the reason why I haven't freaking opened my computer yet. Well, they probably tapped into it already. Oh no, you just be good all right. Calm it down. What you got, Dem?
What else did you have to drink tonight?
Glass of wine.
That's it?
Yeah.
Just the one glass of wine?
It's my cousin. I'm taking her home. We went to a Christmas party. I don't drink. Very random. Stop embarrassing us.
I'm not embarrassing you, miss. I'm doing my job. Yeah. Oh, I am.
No, I am.
All right. Oh, yeah, okay, that's fine.
Right.
All right. I'm sorry? What did
No,
you
I
say?
am, right?
I don't know who you are, miss. And I frankly,
You don't care,
no,
right?
I really don't. Are
Okay.
you going to do the test, yes or no?
Yeah, fuck you. No
Are
celebrity
you going to do the
fucking.
test, yes or no? Are you going to do the
No
test,
celebrity
yes or no?
fucking politicians.
I'll do
Fuck
the
you.
test. Of course I will. What do you want me to do? You want to embarrass me?
Oh, yeah.
I
Oh,
honestly
you want to
feel
fucking
bad
throw your
if I was a
fucking.
black human.
Oh,
I think you
okay.
guys.
Oh my God.
No, honestly, I feel for bad for the people. I feel
No one plays the
bad
victim
for
like
the
a white
people.
bitch, right?
I'm not
Can you get an amen to that? No one plays the victim like a white
All right, miss,
bitch.
you're going to start?
That's why everyone
Miss, you're going to start?
always
over
tries to
here.
act like a white bitch whenever they get in
Miss, you're
trouble.
going to start over here,
God
please.
forbid I was a black person, I'd be arrested.
Miss,
So
turn
you want to
around.
arrest me?
Yep, turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Yep. Okay. Try
Give me
one.
the camera, you're
Yeah.
like, I am not drinking, you're a loser.
Yeah, fucking just like friggin' if she was responsible for handling her case. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. What's up with Minnesota? Minnesota is cooked.
Tim Walz is furious. JD Vance said that you no longer have to apologize for being white. What is this?
So, this is what happens when your own federal government wages war against you. This is what happens when they target communities for their own benefit. This is what happens when they scapegoat. And this is what happens when they no longer hide the idea of white supremacy. When you hear the Vice President of the United States talk about now white people won't have to apologize for being white. That's never happened once in my whole damn life.
Yeah, it has. It happened constantly. There were so many articles written about removing whiteness and reducing whiteness and whiteness being a problem and white people being bad and white people needing to apologize for something. Like, this guy acts like we don't have the Internet Archive and we can't see 1,000 articles of this. It's very obvious that this happened. And I think that there's been Like, I mean, really,
That's
it's
why
very
fucking things are
obvious
changing,
that,
man.
you know, it's been very popular to do this. Anybody saying this isn't the
No,
case, white
fucking-
fragility, yeah. Why are there all
That's
these
okay.
terms that are denigrating towards
No,
white
fucking-
people, whether it's white supremacy, white fragility,
sailed.
you know, like I don't know,
like
there's
freaking
those are the two
2026,
main ones,
golden
right? I
age
think
of
there's one more, I
America.
just
Oh.
can't think of it. But
It's
you
okay.
know, these terms exist in order to denigrate white
Our
rage,
future's
yeah,
bright.
there you go, white guilt, etc. That's what it is. Whitewashed, yep, there
I'm
you
just
go
so
again,
glad
another
that
one.
fucking boomers are getting the shit.
And I think everybody in this room knows what they're doing. So
look
we're
how
here
dark
today to
they're
say
gone.
enough of
See
this.
how dark
We're
they're
here today to
gone.
stand that Minnesota will protect their neighbors.
Yeah, I'm totally against this. I think Tim Walz is a bald fucking retard, and the fact is that he just simply is saying this because he wants to get votes from minority communities in his area, and it's because he thinks this will not alienate white people. In my opinion, it alienates me. And I think that as a white person, I can't imagine voting for someone who condemns another person, or sorry, who condemns another person for saying that it's okay to be your own race. It's so obvious that this has been going on for years now. White supremacy doesn't degrade white people. It's a literal thing. Yeah, it does degrade white people because whenever you assign a supremacy value to one group of people, I think that really it paints those people as the aggressors and as bad actors. Like, that's just what happens. So there is no such thing as, like, you know, this like weird fucking apparatus or like, oh my God, like, you know, there's like some like white privilege or something like that. I don't think that really exists. I think that maybe to an extent it exists to the degree that, you know, it's like kind of a privilege being like the majority in a certain area. Like, for example, I think Japanese people have a degree of privilege being Japanese living in Japan. But to the extent that like there's some sort of big apparatus that helps white people, it's just total bullshit. And it's invented just to justify hate and negative reactions and sentiment towards
Gotta
white
have
people.
something to
Oh,
blame.
here we go.
Gotta have a boogeyman.
Somalians stole $10 billion from Minnesota Democrats, and they're apologizing to them because citizens in the federal government isn't happy. Here we go.
Whether you are in my Senate district or not, I am here to tell you how
Holy
much we are
shit.
in support
These people are
of
fucking
every one
evil.
of you. And with my colleagues,
No wonder they fucking think that everyone's a fucking reptile. Because these people fucking look at like reptiles.
our government, and we want you.
No, like, I'm not about body shaming and
We will
shit.
do all that we can.
But I mean, like,
There
because I
are
believe
two
that
groups of people in society that are
you
the
are
root of all of our
like,
problems.
you manifest like
Incels
if
and
you're
cannons.
evil inside, then you're fucking evil on the outside. And you just look at
Every single problem in society comes down to one of those two people. I would say 99% of the problems, maybe
that's why I'm devilishly
95.
handsome.
To support you, whether you live
Oh,
in
it
our
goes both
district
ways.
or
I can be
not.
evil, I can be
We are here
freaking
with greetings from all of our Senate
that's
colleagues,
it.
including my
And,
House partner,
everyone
Patty
said it's-
Acom, who wishes she could be here, but she's not. So please reach
Well,
out to
depends.
us.
Am I
Whether
doing something
you
or
live
am I
in our
not?
district
Pathetic,
or not,
emotional woman.
if you
That's
have
right.
friends, relatives, anyone who
That's
needs
right.
our help, we are 100% committed to helping you. You are welcome
Oh,
here.
you are so
This
fucking
pathetic, fat,
fake.
stupid bitch. I can't believe this, bro. Like, we gotta get these people. Well, I don't know what we gotta do. Like, here's what I would do, right? Is I would go and I would try to go and pull her logs and figure out every single fucking communication that she had. And if she ever was in any sort of public communication of trying to hide this fraud, I would charge her for treason. I would. So we
Absolutely.
gotta find a way to get these fat bitches out of government,
Yes,
no matter
sir.
whatever it takes. We gotta get these fat fucking
Happy Revolution
Karens out of
Day!
government and out of our positions to where they're allowing us to get scammed, defrauded, and have our taxpayer money rerouted to foreign fucking Somalian terrorists.
Yeah, no
Do you
shit.
believe it?
It's fucking
Do you
insane.
believe
Dude.
this is crazy? Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
I'm tired of fucking this shit happening to America. Good patrons like me. Yeah, like, we're
We
being
are
fucked
here,
with.
Senator Swedzinski, Alex
Uh-huh.
Falconer, and I will do, and the mayor, we will do
You
all.
can't vote this out? Yeah, you can. So here's how you vote this out. You have to understand how this feeling and this emotion is created. So this emotion is this is not a logical position to have. It's a emotional position that is derived from pathological narcissism and misplaced empathy. The way that you handle people like this is really simple. You have to shift the conversation to the point to where they are enabling bad things to happen. Because if you can make these people feel bad, they'll change what they're doing.
No, they won't.
So how do you make them feel
No,
bad? Well, what you do...
No, they'll take it out on you. They don't want to feel bad. They like their
engineer
comfort.
Situations, and you allow them really to engineer the situations themselves.
That's what I'm saying. You know, these fucking
fucking
these people fucking speaking, these fucking internet fucking mouthpieces. Yeah, it's like hell yeah, go for it, keyboard warrior. But you're not actually fucking out there. When you actually fucking put the fucking boots to the fucking ground. Oh yeah, I got charges fucking put against me because I'm a victim of an assault, and because I was said I was gonna file a lawsuit, and that got turned into I'm gonna shoot you. Fuck you. Yeah, I'm crazy. I'm just a fucked up vet. That's how they fucking get us, man. I'm pushed to the fucking ground. You know, these fucking internet warriors, they don't know shit. You know, and they freaking motivate you to get you to fucking go out there and pound the streets, but then all of a sudden you freaking lose everything you have because it's not that fucking easy. Now, I'm a fucking white combat infantryman from the world's greatest army and freaking medical retired from the army. Freaking 100% service connected with Veterans Affairs, and look how I'm getting fucking treated. No, there is no white privilege. Freaking, I'm a fucking target because freaking I'm patriot, dude. Patriotism is fucking, man, dude. That's gotta be erased. Oh, you fucking, look at this fucking car. Let me turn off the fucking George Bushy thing. No, these motherfuckers, dude. These motherfuckers are fucking so goddamn.
Oh wow, yeah, that's different. I've had to join the privilege.
Oh, let me fucking dude. What? You fuckface. Not y'all. Freaking.
I don't know how I would teach this era we're living in right now. If I was still in the classroom teaching, I just don't know how I would do it. And so
they're apologizing to the Somalis.
Struggling with everything
that's
happening in
fuck
America.
yeah, apologizing to the fucking Somalis that are fucking robbing us. We can't help our own
and he said these are the times that try men
because we are supporting all these freaking freeloaders from other countries, these terrorists. We're funding our own destruction.
The founding fathers, as if the founding fathers would want
We're
the
recruiting
country to
terrorists
be taken over by Somalia
and giving them fucking enlistment bonuses along the way. That's exactly what the fuck's happening. It's fucking disgusting. With
not speak English.
This is why fucking the Revolutionary War fucking happened, man. This is why we have to remember. That's why it's like fuck Christmas, man. Happy Revolution Day.
You really think that's what they wanted?
We gotta be reminded of like that fucking spirit, man. Like we can't allow these fucking tyrants to fucking abuse us and look at these motherfucking goddamn terrorists. Yeah. Fuck you, you blah blah blah. Fuck you.
The Statue of Liberty. Oh my God, the Statue of Liberty at the Jesus Christ base of it in New York.
Mein Kampf. Oh shit. I just quoted fucking Hitler's book. The white supremacy, my fucking ass. Fucking, it's about freaking the right thing, man. I'm not talking about fucking no.
This is the most.
I swear, and that's the damn thing. These virtue-signaling motherfuckers. It's all about these identity politics. It's all about their fucking identities. That's how they fucking divide and conquer us, man.
Bring me your other masses yearning to be free. That's what America's all about. We're not a nation of, we're all the same. We're a nation of immigrants. We're a nation of diversity. That's our strength.
I cannot wait for this to die.
That's his real fucking voice. I thought I was like.
And I do want to say that I think this ideology will die. I do.
Foreign material? Is that called the FBI or some shit? Foreign material on my freaking phone? Like, that's funny how that just all happened. Oh, my phone's been on a charger for a minute. Oh, shit. The insurgency.
I'm with you.
These rat bastards, man.
I was one of the few Jews in my home country.
Oh, okay. So, I didn't have to say it. I mean, that's the damn thing is we're Gentiles, right? Well, What the fuck's a Gentile? Oh, we're not God's chosen. Man, I wish I were God's chosen. Shit. What would it be like to be God's chosen? I mean, who's God? Chose him. Not my God. Your God. Did your God choose him?
Well.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I guess so, right? To be honest, how bad would it be if we annex Minnesota to Somalia? Maybe that's the right option, you know? And millennials are going to fucking destroy everything. Well, here's the problem is that a lot of these boomers grew up in an economy
Exactly,
that
boomers.
people nowadays can only dream of. So they don't really care
Selling
about,
out fucking
the way things
our
are
nation,
going.
and
They don't care about
they're
the way
fucking putting on
people
millennials.
feel. They don't give a shit
They're
about any of them.
instead
They'll
of
just sign all of that away so
teaching
they
the
can feel good
millennials
about
how,
themselves
like,
because something on the
how
statute
to
says
have a
that's the
future.
words that were put there.
They're just turning them all into victims. And, well, you gotta allow these, America's run its course. Sorry about that, but, no, because all these fucking Zoomers and Boomers and whatever the fuck else, these have fucking identities, they sold our fucking country out, man. They freaking got theirs, and it's like, move on. That's why they're all building fucking bunkers. Why all the fucking billionaires building bunkers, right? You're gonna get blown to pieces. Oh, what's going on? We need some fucking good shit going on here. We need some fucking motivation. Where's some fucking... You know what? Need some fucking tunes. Oh, hey. Razor Fist.
With the plasticine pooper? Come on, speaking of people we've been shitting on for years. Guys, haven't we learned our lesson?
Now, this is
ignoring someone
a proper influencer.
in public persona because they're based for 5 seconds until we wound up with fucking Kanye. Okay? What the hell? I don't understand it. And people are saying like, oh, all this infighting is gonna cost us the midterm. First off, how does that hit you? Because you're hearing this refrain a lot before I say what I think about it.
No, I mean,
I hear there's too much infighting and we're going to lose the midterms because of that.
No, I hear that, but I take your point. I think I know what point you're going to make. It's not infighting if they were never on your side.
Well,
absolutely.
That too. But
absolutely.
I vomit the word bullshit. If the midterms are a bloodbath, it'll be because normies decide it'll be a bloodbath. It'll be the economy that wields the butcher knife. Internecine bitch fits and influencer dick measuring contests. Those only matter to moms like me who are deeply addicted to politics. You know, to Ma and Con Normie McModerate, what's going to cost the midterms? I'll tell you what's going to cost the midterms. $300 groceries. That's what's going to cost you the midterms. $50+ tanks of gas. That's what's going to cost you the midterm. GOP
this one came from looking. This one open twice.
False. The GOP can so
brush against my eyes.
That's what's going to cost you the midterms. Get the fuck over yourself, Candace Owens. It's not about you.
Yeah, what the fuck is up with Candace Owens?
You're costing yourself credibility, and I guess the rest of us time and energy reacting.
The DEI version of Alex Jones.
I'd like to point out Trump is
yes,
the line
I
here.
believe
He's
so.
Carrying the Republican Party again because he's the one out there doing all of this work that needs to be done to fix the economy.
I swear, just look at my fucking channel. Everything that Trump's doing, he's
the reason
doing exactly what I've been doing.
Falling below $3.
Yeah, actually, gas is heading in the right direction. The economy, I guess, grew by 3 point
Where's fucking skeleton?
In the last quarter, which it wasn't supposed to. And inflation dropped by 2, almost 3%, something like that, which is, I mean, it's a step in the right direction. If Trump ignores most of this bullshit and just gets to work on fixing the economy and deporting illegals, because deporting illegals is going to help address this. It's going to help address...
Yeah, deporting illegals is going to fix the economy.
If home prices fall, inflation continues to fall, the job market recovers a little bit.
Like if we dealt with freaking the millions of illegals in our country, that's going to just trickle down effect. It's going to fix that it's gonna have an effect on the housing. It's gonna decrease the cost of living. It's gonna, help all these communities out because the tax dollars are not going to be drained for internationals, illegals. It's fucked up, dude.
Absolutely. When you look at the last 3 election cycles, and if you count the
Well, the fact that we're still stuck on a 2-party fucking thing, that's what I told the FBI. When I told them about blatant plans to overthrow the United States government, which is why I don't understand these fucks trying to say, like, you don't have a future, you're suicidal, whatever the fuck else. I'm going to see the day when freaking, like, America is beautiful, and it's 2026. It's happening. Like,
him saying stupid shit was a deal breaker.
Success breeds success.
You're the problem, folks. You're the problem. Shut the fuck up. Sakan Tucker at
it's too damn much, dude. Too damn much.
Godspeed. All right, Jimbo.
13 years of this shit. I
am so glad America has the Trump administration. It means China knows there will be consequences.
It's not about Trump. It's the team, the Patriots behind him.
We can hope.
You know, it's Trump. It's just like the pen. Everyone else is working. Everyone else is doing exactly what they need to do. He's just letting people work. That's why that's a plan for overthrowing the United States government. Is fire a bunch of people because they put the right people in their jobs. You know, it's like get away from the 2-party system. Focus on the economy. Something we can all believe in. Take control of our money. Nice representation of our time and labor. It's made out of debt. It's a tool. You know, allows civilizations to, allows people to participate or to specialize in skills instead of having to do it all to survive. Being able to, you know, focus on growing apples or a lumber mill or whatever else, and well, to represent that. Their labors, well, that's where the dollar comes in. You know, based upon trust, and something that everyone can agree upon. It represents our time and labor. Now, because hey, you're a mechanic, and you don't want to get paid in 1,000 apples, do you? You know, like we need something to exchange.
We're just gonna watch the whole movie, okay, guys?
What is this? Go watch Razor Fist if you want to see what's on.
Oh God, he's got
Can I do oh, some cheesy fucking. Let's see. Can I put some text in here? I don't want to highlight. That's bullshit. I don't want to retouch. Go to Razor Fist and see what I'm watching. And if you want to watch party or how do I? Oh, hey, I can do this. No, I don't want that. I don't want that. Start a poll. Fuck. What's the poll? Oh, watch Razor Fist. I can spell this shit. Oh, the Rageaholic. That's what I mean. Watch the Rageaholic. Rageaholic. Hush, I can't spell it.
Christmas movie, and don't you deny it.
You were gonna ask about Christmas movies. That was actually at the top of my.
Of course.
Stop.
Of course.
How do I? Watch Rageaholic. Why can't I just put a fucking text in there? What a jackass. Oh, good stuff.
You people wouldn't believe. Black, Jewish, Catholic, Fabian.
I thought he was watching a movie. I just missed the fucking poll.
Off the shoulder.
I just missed the poll.
Yes. Godspeed, bro.
Oh, whatever.
And, drink all the eggnog. Eggnog's good. I fall down squarely on the eggnog is good side of the equation.
Virginia's responsible for
Merry
eggnog.
Christmas just got
And George Washington's favorite fucking.
LA. Hope it doesn't happen so Gavin Newsom will pass
thing.
some climate tax or something else, right? Yeah.
Just in case you didn't
As
know
if
that.
he really needs to be
Yeah.
impelled.
Eggnog and the Revolutionary War.
Merry Christmas.
Friggin', they go hand in hand. Virginia, baby. Two up, two down. That's the way we run this down.
Like I said, this is just
Yo.
gonna be a real quick one. Dr. Admiral A. Razor, just want to wish you a very Merry Christmas and Godspeed to you, Taryn and Tactical Hobo, along with a Happy New Year's
Trying
as well.
to charge my
Happy New
phone.
Year's and Merry Christmas to each and every one of you. Tolkien fan, what do you consider the best Christmas songs and best performances of them?
If I ain't drunk, it ain't
I've recommended this
Christmas.
before, but
You know,
there's
it's
a great
the
guitar
jingle
heavy metal
bells.
album called Ho Ho Hoey by Gary Hoey. Hoey. Dude, it freaking kills. Freaking kills. Marussia, Razor, have you noticed an increase in AstroTurf accounts on Twitter the last few weeks, pushing communism, Islamism, the EU, and general leftism? Is it purge o'clock yet? Godspeed and Merry Christmas. I have noticed that. What about you, Tara?
Say that again?
Have you noticed more like lefty bots on Twitter?
Here and there, I don't think.
Yeah, Rachel Hawk, he's like,
as it has been in the past.
if you want to know what's going on with the internet, he's a good guy.
It is noticeable, yes.
Zerp Derp was the night before Christmas when all through California, this broadcast has been arrested and seized due to wrong thing. Have a Merry Kwanzaa and a delightful Ramadan. Kyler, 80s metal fan, Merry Christmas, Razor. Godspeed to you. Megatron, happy birthday to the late Lemmy Kilmeister. It's true, he died just a few days after his birthday in 2015. Jay Wolf, first time donating. Do you think the Dems will use anti-AI sentiment as a wedge issue? Pardon me. Going into the midterms, also play Star Fox 2 on stream. I do need to do that. Do I think they will?
Star Fox 2.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you why, because corporations are the ones pushing the AI thing.
Oh, let me do.
And
I don't want
the
to give you guys a
Democrats
fucking
are
ceiling.
somehow
Let me do.
even more corporate party than the Republicans. So, yeah. Keegan Phoenix, I'm annoyed by how self-absorbed Trump is. Where have you been? Where have you been?
No.
We think we elected him.
I know what the hell. The man has a catchphrase, for crying out loud. Anyone with a catchphrase.
There we go.
Totally conceited.
That's
Anyway,
perfect.
God's
It actually
Merry
fits.
Christmas, Razor Force.
It's all freaking retarded. Cool.
We found out that we are going to have a baby boy. Well, congratulations. Please keep us in your prayers as we enter this new chapter of our lives. Godspeed to you all. Excellent.
Amen.
Congrats. And for creatine, after attempting to send a super chat about it for 5 minutes, I learned that Deus Ex is a censored term. It must be the Bilderbergs. It's all in the numbers. Jurassic Templar, are you the disease? The cure. Godspeed, bro. Malad has finished my little adventure flying out for a car and driving 12 hours back east. It was cheaper than delivery, especially with gas prices being down. Very grateful. I made it just in time to visit family. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, sir. War Game, Merry Christmas, Razor Fist and Razor Force. With the coming end of the year, what was your favorite metal release for this year? I really like the new Striper Christmas album, actually. I don't know if it's my favorite of the year. The new Heat is an absolute stone cold banger. The new Sodom record is absolutely killer. I mean, dude, there's so many good albums. You might slam it. Raise your thoughts on Trump endorsing Tony Gonzalez. Do you think Trump was uninformed about this? I disagree with the endorsement. He should have endorsed Brandon Herrera, putting him over the hump. But Trump does sometimes look at the internal polling numbers and say, oh, that person's in single digits or barely in double digits, so it's not worth endorsing him, so he doesn't. It's happened. That's, and it's hard to blame him. At a certain point, the candidate does have to get themselves to a certain level I'm not sure if that's the case with Brandon Herrera though, because I know he got pretty close last time, like didn't he, in the primary or whatever?
Very.
Yeah. So I would think he's probably competitive, but I categorically disagree with Trump endorsing it. The Loner, what are your thoughts about the new fleet of battleships Trump wants to build? You all have a Merry Christmas. One of them, Tara, do you know what it's called?
I've heard a few names, but hit me.
The Defiant.
Yeah, I got told about that one.
Yes! Yeah!
It better have, you know what? I wanted to have the prototype railgun mounted to the fucking Ford.
Nice!
I wanted to have that fucking railgun on the Ford. Please, Trump.
Trying to have a fucking Christmas miracle, right?
Blakey, my son and I are big fans. Moved to Arizona in May. Just curious, do you speak at any local events? Godspeed, my friend. Jesus is king. Well, if Amfest hadn't been a complete clown fuck this year, I probably would have spoken there. But I politely, without burning any bridges, passed on that because I didn't want to be associated with that shit show. Entreperian. A while ago, I asked if I could clip you for a song intro. You affirmed and told me to send you the link when done. It's been done a while on my channel here on YouTube and everywhere else, called Pacified. Merry Christmas. Well, Godspeed. Thank you. He does like industrial music, I think. So if you like the industrial. Merry Christmas, guys. My favorite president is William Henry Harrison. Only lasted 30 days. If only more of our politicians were so considerate. Biden tried. Cesario, you'll be visited by three spirits tonight. With my luck, I get the three storms from Big Trouble in Little China.
We the people.
Godspeed, James
It's
Hall.
time for us to utilize our voice. We don't need
Intrinsic Dark. Merry Christmas to all. All except the Jews. Dinosaur, Godspeed, Merry Christmas. The Savior is born. I've tried several churches, but I'm always socially ostracized for being an unmarried man in my late 20s. Any advice for a man seeking a congregation? Man, it's more important that the church is theologically correct than anything. Absolutely. So that's the most important thing. Read your Bible first so you know if that church is in accord with God's word. That's the most important thing. I'm gonna do a couple more and then I gotta bounce, guys. It's almost time for my Christmas Eve service. Thank you very much to all of you who donated. Sorry this is so short, but like I said, it's just a quick hangout. Let's see here. Kevin Spears, 1813. I'm 46. So that's the most important thing. Read your Bible first so you know if that church is in accord with God's word. That's the most important thing. I'm gonna do a couple more and then I gotta bounce, guys. It's almost time for my Christmas Eve service. Thank you very much to all of you who donated. Sorry this is so short, but like I said, it's just a quick hangout. Let's see here. Kevin Spears, 1813. I'm 46. This is my first Christmas alone. Oh man. Well, hang in there. Zero, please pray for my old man. We seldom see eye to eye, least of all on politics, but he's heading to the urgent care now and he's had cancer twice. You'll be in my prayers. Godspeed.
Absolutely.
The number one schmuck. Merry Christmas to both you and to the Razor Force. Merry Christmas to you. So when are we getting Space Battleship Defiant? If it's named Voyager, I'm out. If it has those folding nacelles, though, you can maybe talk me into it. Those were always badass. I don't know why.
There'll be a solar sail.
Yeah, I don't know why. Been kind of keeping busy as of late. Is it still just you, John Doyle, Red Eagle, Styx, and a few others that are completely chimping out lately? Also, huge Twitter left the AstroTurf right after Kirk. Yeah, I think so. The super chatter earlier alluded to this, but it does feel that way. And when I think of what the end game might be, I mean, first off, Blue Sky is a total laughing stock, right? Like, so nobody uses Blue Sky or cares. So maybe there's an element of some real people coming back from Blue Sky to Twitter. There's probably a small contingent of that. And then the rest is probably has more to do with the fact that we are officially in midterm season now. It's ridiculous that it's the year before midterms, but it's still political season. Can we get to a point where we put politics in a cupboard until a couple of months before the election again, please? It'd be nice. One more, and then we're done here. Hung Nguyen, I fixed my broken Xbox with a new hard drive. Merry Christmas. I just did that myself. So Godspeed. It's great. I was just playing it last night, playing a little 007, everything or nothing. Folks, I hope you get all the gifts, drink all the eggnog, eat all the gingerbread. It's a highly underrated dessert. For Taryn Gell, and for myself, and for the absent Tactical Hopo. Until next time, until this Friday, when we will get to the rest of these super chats, by the way. But
the Honey investigation. Want to hear that? I'll go ahead and put it on there.
A year ago now, a YouTuber named Megalag dropped a video that was the culmination of an extended investigation that spanned the course of a very long period of time about a company who has worked very closely in the YouTube ecosystem for years, Honey, who was once the YouTube darling sponsor absolutely everywhere, more common than the cold, and never really had like a bad reputation, but Megalag, through a very extensive investigation, found some shocking, shady things that not a lot of people knew about. And I don't want to just regurgitate everything from that video. I'm sure you probably have already seen it because it was such a huge deal. Even outside of just the YouTube space, it was a really big thing. Because this is a multi-billion-dollar company that was engaging in some really underhanded tactics that really tiptoe on the line for what is and is not legal, many would argue, which is why they've been faced with so many civil lawsuits since. Now, I know one of them was recently dismissed, but from what I can tell, it's not fully dismissed. It's pending an amendment, from what I can tell. But even still, even if that one gets crumpled up and thrown in the wastebasket from fucking way downtown, that's one of many. There's a lot still out there cooked up and being pushed against PayPal Honey. It's like the scene in SpongeBob when the anchovies charge the Krusty Krab. There is so many civil lawsuits here because a ton of people feel like they have been wronged, misled, and even in certain cases scammed by PayPal Honey. Megalag came from the top turnbuckle and delivered a biblical smackdown with a lot of really convincing evidence, and just released his part 2, the follow-up, which goes even deeper and exposes even more, and also starts talking about it from the small businesses that are being affected and a lot of things that are just being outright lied about by PayPal Honey, allegedly here. It's fascinating, and PayPal Honey has cease and desisted Megalag, claiming a bit of horseradish, I would say, trying to silence him because these are really damning things. The evidence is very, very strong. I highly recommend you check out the entire video from Megalag here. Of course, I'll link it in the description. I'm only going to cover a small portion of this because I really think you need to watch the entire thing. I think you need to see how the sausage is made here, but I will cover a couple of core components. But just as a little refresher, if you don't remember some of the things PayPal Honey is accused of, one of the big things outside of, like, obviously consumers not exactly getting what they thought they were out of Honey is the affiliate poaching. So creators that worked with Honey that would have their own special deals to promote to their audience, the audience would then use those codes on the website. But Honey had some protocol that would occasionally perhaps poach that sale and take the commission that was supposed to go to the creator, and they would take the lion's share. There were a lot of cases that Megalag was able to point to, and even in his follow-up video shows even stronger evidence for, of how this actually functions, where it seems to be a core component of Honey itself, where it will overwrite your cookie, it will inject itself, and it is looking to make that commission in a lot of cases. It's very scummy shit. And I know after the first video he dropped, a lot of people's response was, who gives a fuck? The creators can suck my dick, and my heart doesn't break for these businesses. They can go eat dirt. Okay, that's your prerogative. I'm not your fucking dad. I'm not gonna come in there with the belt and make you change your mind or whatever. That's fine. But in this second part of the video, you can hear from a business how that actually fucks you as a consumer.
A few hours ago, PayPal's lawyer sent me a cease and desist letter and requested Patreon take down my video under a copyright infringement claim. I consider this a direct attack against my fundamental rights as an independent journalist. PayPal has specifically taken issue with the fact that an anonymous source discovered Honey had left their source code exposed within their iOS app, which, if you know where to look, is publicly accessible.
Try any of these.
The source found the code and sent it to me. I reviewed the code for
pulling them
security
out.
research purposes, which is a protected act. And I only published relevant sections
Yeah,
of the
do
code
some
that provide
homework.
important context to the story,
Trying to see if I
which I
can
consider
turn stuff
within
in.
the realm of public interest.
I haven't seen the unredacted video here where the source code was like more talked about, where he had these video components that showed, I suppose, sections of that when it was relevant. But it seems like it was more so a convenient excuse for PayPal to get the video taken down from his Patreon. And in order to get around that for the YouTube video, he just took the entire section out. Again, I haven't seen with my own peepers here what it looked like in all its glory with the full makeup on, where, you know, the source code section was intact. But just based off of like the small bits, apparently it wasn't even that long, it feels like it's a pretty flimsy thing for PayPal to try and like strike it down for. I imagine it's more so to like hide even further proof for some of the things that you're about to learn about in the rest of the video. I never like when companies do something like this. Of course, there is like copyright protections, and in certain cases it makes sense to do so. I can't really see a strong justification for their action here on the cease and desist. It doesn't really pass the smell test for me here, especially considering it seems like he was very reserved with what was displayed from the source code based on how he speaks about it. But again, I can't say for 100% certain. I just find it hard to believe that PayPal Honey was acting in good faith with the cease and desist. That seems like they're trying to hush him up a bit.
Why? Well, you see, besides lying to consumers and stealing from influencers, Honey was also causing serious harm to small businesses. So much so that I believe brands have likely suffered millions of dollars in damages. But that's not all. In this video, you're also going to learn how Honey was collecting and sharing your data, and how they, in my opinion, illegally targeted minors through influencers such as Mr. Beast. Strong accusations, I know, but I have the receipts.
And the receipts are pretty convincing. So those are like the main components of this new video. This is an hour-long video almost. It goes deep here. This shit is deeper than my pussy. It is a very thorough look at all of it. And I know after the first video, people had a lot of questions, and I feel like here he sheds even more light on it through an even deeper analysis of Honey itself and the way in which it functions. It's not just him working alone. He had people help him with like getting a lot of the data so it can be viewed more easily and more accessible. So that way he doesn't have to make any like leaping conclusions or anything. He doesn't have to just like start trying to fill in the blanks off of, you know, just fucking hunch, like intuition. He's able to look at these things much closer in order to draw a much stronger analysis from it. It really is quite the deep dive. And like I said, I don't want to like show just a ton of his video. I would really like you to go watch it yourself, because I think it is eye-opening stuff. I want to focus on just a couple of things here that I know a lot of people debated after the first video about like, well, why should anyone that's not a creator or a fucking business owner care? Who gives a shit? Call the Wambulance. I think that one of the business owners that Megalag had in this video giving his piece explains why this is a big deal, why it is bad for not only the small businesses that are not consenting to working with Honey, that are kind of just being forced to without even their knowledge sometimes, why it's bad for them with receipts and email exchange with PayPal Honey directly, why it has been a nightmare for them, and why it is also bad for you. You also get the business end of this penis. Even if you're not a Honey user, if you're watching this, be like, well, I don't care, I don't use Honey anyway. Well, it still affects you. And it's a very simple reason how and why.
In fact, Made in Cookware CEO Chip perfectly summed up the devastating impact Honey's actions can have on a small business.
when you're in the early stages of building a business, you're in the stage of, will this company work? Is there product market fit? How do I scale this thing? Can the economics work, right? And so all the things we talked about, these discount codes and the kind of removal of attribution and killing margin, like those really affect the early stages of a company, from everything from where do I put the next dollar in to make sure I can survive, down to you're taking 10, 15, 20% of my sales without me wanting it. And we have digital marketing costs, we have shipping costs, we have all these stacks of costs that not only are getting more inflated over time, like FedEx has been raising their rates over time, warehousing costs have gone up, COGS have gone up, as you know, through inflation for the last 4 or 5 years, right? Like all the cost structures have been going up, and to have someone just stealing and compressing the actual revenue you want, like puts small businesses in a real squeeze. And it's just really disappointing. And like, it doesn't even work, because at the end of the day, like you need to make the numbers work. And if Honey is going to steal 10% of your revenue all the time, you're going to have to raise prices at the end of the day to make up for that, right? And so it's not only not effective, but it makes it worse for the consumer. It compresses for the small business owner any margin, and it's just like a really awful business model. We've been so mad at them.
That is a great explanation from him. I think that's very valuable insight that paints the whole picture clearly. Even if you're in a fucking Xanax-induced fugue state right now listening to this, I feel like you'd hear that and understand what makes this so bad for everybody. Businesses, consumers, and obviously like the affiliate partners, like the creators. One other thing that was mentioned, but I didn't put it here in this space, is how brands, like when they find out about Honey poaching the affiliate commissions, it makes it hard for them to know where to attribute commissions. So what'll happen is this confusion where they don't know where a commission goes. So like, let's say they're working with a podcaster or a YouTuber or something, and things get really muddy. It makes it hard for them to know where they're supposed to put that money in the first place. So what ends up happening is they end up pulling out of that market entirely. So now they're not working with your favorite content creator anymore. So they're getting shafted. And they also potentially overspend on the compensation because of how confusing it gets. There was another example given how like a business had spent over $100,000 on like potentially like misattributed commissions from the affiliate marketing as a result of this kind of shit. Like it gets to be a lot. So then they pull out of that market as well. But what's obviously the thing a lot of people are going to care the most about is how it makes the deals worse for you, because as he said, if PayPal Honey is going to be taking 10% of all of their revenue through this, which they can't really do a whole lot about, their hands being tied, well, they're going to have to make up for that loss somehow. And that is raising prices. That's how you make the numbers work again. If you're going to be losing 10%, you're going to have to raise the prices in order to compensate, so that way you're not going like negative, or you're not starting to like tread water, which is what a lot of businesses inevitably have to do. And something like PayPal Honey putting the squeeze on them makes it worse. So that is a huge problem, and that is how it affects you, even if you are not a Honey user yourself. It is a bad deal for everybody involved here, except Honey. But what's a good deal for everybody is the Starforge Christmas sale. It's live now. Click the link in the description if you're looking to upgrade your PC. Best PCs in the universe.
Chip was kind enough to share his email exchanges with Honey from 2020, and you need to see it because holy shit. Hi, I am the CEO of Meeting Cookware. Please remove us from your app. You've scraped a private friends and family code from our checkout and put it on the platform for others to use. We've lost a bunch of revenue. 4 days later, Honey responds with, Hi Chip, thanks for reaching out. Honey supports over 40,000 stores online, and we always prioritize protecting the Honey experience for users by supporting available stores and displaying available codes. We can absolutely remove the code in question. In order to protect the Honey experience for our users, we typically do not remove codes unless we have a working relationship. I mean, right off the bat, they're basically saying, we won't compromise the experience for our users unless you pay us. Classy. We'd love to discuss how we can work more closely and partner with your brand. Chip replies the same day, we don't offer affiliate deals to coupon sites. We'd like to be removed from your site and extension completely.
The email showcased just how difficult it is to just be removed from Honey. He is putting in plain English, hey, we're losing revenue because of you guys. Please just take us off of this shit. I'm begging. It's like a fucking telemarketer that's refusing to take you off the call sheet. It's brutal. He reaches out to them because Honey had scraped a private code, which is something that earlier in the video, Megalag shows very strong evidence as like a thing that happens not super unusual.
I mean, if I was able to submit it,
Honey,
I think that
which
means
is
I'm
a code that they didn't
still-
want to be public.
Alright,
It shouldn't have been public. A lot
one
of businesses
fucking
have these
cost.
kind of private codes for like employees or friends and families, or in some cases, as was mentioned earlier in this video, like veterans or something. And Honey will sometimes get these codes and make them public so people can use them, which really fucks the businesses because those weren't supposed to be public. They were supposed to be for a specific person or a specific purpose. So the CEO we just heard from, this is his exchange with them, reaching out like, hey, this happened to us, we're losing revenue, get rid of this, and please take us off of Honey entirely, we don't want to work with you. And whatever zombie he's talking to over there at Honey is just not letting that shit fly. They're playing hardball, trying their best to keep them shackled to Honey, even though they didn't want Honey to be there in the first place. They were uninvited to this hootenanny, yet now they don't have a choice.
His leak code was added through Honey's user-generated coupon functionality. No surprises there. She completely ignores his request to be removed from the platform, only offering to remove the leaked employee discount. Chip replies the same day, "A friends and family code was listed on your site. That was an internal code meant for a small group of people that was never published anywhere. Our whole site can't be removed from your app." Honey only responds a week later, confirming they removed the employee discount, but again, completely ignores Chip's request to be removed from Honey. Chip responds immediately, pushing for an answer, but they ignore his email completely. A month later, and Honey leaks another private discount code. "Hi, please remove from your app. That is a private code behind a private employee perk login. This should never be public. I don't understand how you feel taking a private employee perk and making that public to the world is helping our business." Honey responds, confirming they removed the code, but instead of taking responsibility, they try shifting the blame onto Chip, suggesting his employees might be responsible for sharing the code with Honey. But given what we know about their system, I'm willing to bet Honey were responsible for the leak, not Chip's employees. Honey then suggests that Chip creates single-use codes for each and every employee.
Wonderful. Thanks for the unsolicited advice there on how he should run his business with his employees here, knowing full well that Honey does, in cases, take that kind of shit, even if it wasn't the fault of the employee. Allegedly. Like, it's fucking sickening. It's so disgusting. Like, the pompous attitude that comes through on these emails from Honey. This is a business that did not want to be with Honey in the first place. And there was another business that was interviewed in this video about like how he'd never even heard of Honey, but apparently people were getting tons of discounts on his site because of Honey, and he had never even fucking heard of the service before. So Honey, and you're about to hear from Megalag in the video here, Honey seems to just be subjecting these businesses, these small businesses, to their wrath, where they're just giving out, in certain cases, private coupon codes to users, which obviously damages the small business and causes them to lose revenue and causes a huge headache there. And then the only way to get off of it is by partnering with Honey.
Motherfucker.
And
He took that
basically, once you are partnered with Honey, then you tell them to exclude that kind of stuff, which is something that piggybacks off of a bit of what Megalag talked about in the first video, where, you know, partnered brands, they have like these certain exclusions and stuff. It's a really like awful business model that is bad for literally everyone but Honey. And it's kind of mind-boggling how the only way to get out of it in a small business's position like this is to partner with Honey and say, stop fucking us. No more of these coupons. So they get you. They get you because they fuck you raw a bit and they slap you around, and then when you go to them for like assistance, they're like, can't really do anything about that unless you were partnered with Honey. You ever thought about that? If you work with us, maybe fork over a couple doubloons, a little bit of those clams, well, maybe then we can work a little something out about these pesky little coupons our millions of users keep finding.
2 months later, and another private code gets leaked. And once again, Chip asks to be completely removed from the platform. And this time, Honey finally addresses the question. We proudly host a consistent shopping experience for all Honey shoppers who rely on our shopping tools. Therefore, we cannot disable Honey for individual stores, and never have. Never have, huh? Well, that's interesting, because it just so happens that Andrew from Truget Texture Supply also shared his email exchange with Honey. And would you believe it? He was dealing with the exact same Honey employee as Chip. And while Honey attempted the same sales pitch with Andrew, they did eventually remove his store from the platform. So yes, it is possible, and yes, they have done it before. Once again, we've caught Honey in yet another calculated and deliberate lie. And make no mistake, it was deliberate because this employee, Kelly, confirmed the removal of Andrew's store just 1 month before assuring Chip that Honey had never removed a store before.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to argue that there. It's the same person, and also they removed that previous business a month prior to this exchange with my cookware. So, you know, it's pretty obvious that she's telling some tall tales here. This is a big old fib. They can remove them from Honey, but it seems like they'd rather not, because they'd rather you partner with them so that way they can get a little more out of it, and then you can finally stop. Surprisingly, just keep getting leaked through Honey. It's so fucked up. Like, it really is like a crazy rabbit hole here.
Merchants discover the goods have leaked, and then they want to clamp down on that.